The Gators will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Duke's offense takes the field to start this game off. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within your...
Wide open spaces. That's a live ball. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. Back to pass. It's right. Rush is on him.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Florida's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to pass, it's right. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Kemp. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a crease, it's Adams. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Dukes moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's right. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Give to the big fullback. Looking for room at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Gets it past the marker. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
This time it's complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After that disastrous first down, they're way back on 2nd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got him still on his feet. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down, and you're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Trying to run it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field, but a nice little chunk run here for the fullback.
He's loose. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's right. Oh, they're after him! And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. To the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. The Dukes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Using his legs, it's Adams. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the middle. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's right. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Gators!
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book.